We scan the stars for them. We build massive radio arrays pointing them at the cold, eternal silence of the vacuum, listening for a single pulse, a single sign that we are not alone in this terrifyingly vast universe. We look up, terrified of what might be looking back, dreaming of extraterrestrial intelligence that might one day descend from the clouds in silver machines to change our world forever. But we ignore the monsters swimming in our own darkness. We walk over the liquid abyss every single day, unaware that a decentralized intelligence, older than the stars we worship, older than the dinosaurs, older than humanity itself, is watching us from the cracks in the reef. They are not visitors from another galaxy. They are the original masters of this planet, hiding in the crushing pressure and the freezing ink of the deep ocean. Welcome to Creatures of the Dark. 3 hearts, blue blood, 9 brains. It is not a biological relative. It is a biological impossibility. While every creature on land relies on iron to carry life through its veins, the octopus rejected that design eons ago in a branch of evolution we still don't fully understand. Its blood is a haunting, ghostly blue, thick with copper-based hemocyanin. This is not an aesthetic choice. It is survival gear for the freezing, oxygen-starved depths where red blood would simply freeze, thicken, and fail. It is a metallic, alien life stream flowing through a body that has no bones, no frame, and no limits to its movement. And the hearts? A masterpiece of redundant engineering. 2 hearts are slaves to the gills, pumping oxygen into the blue stream. The third, the systemic heart, powers the body and the complex organs. But nature added a glitch, a cruel design flaw that feels like a curse. When the octopus swims, this heart stops. Every movement is a calculated gamble with death. It travels in a rhythm of temporary cardiac arrest. It is a creature that literally dies a little every time it hunts, every time it moves through the shadows to find its next meal. 1 central brain in the skull, and 8 independent minds in the limbs. Think about that for a second. 2/3 of its neurons are not in its head. They are spread throughout its arms, pulsing with their own intent. Imagine your hand having its own personality. Imagine your legs deciding where to walk before your conscious mind even knows the destination. Every tentacle can taste, touch, and think. It can react to pain or opportunity without waiting for a signal from the central hub. It is a decentralized network, a living internet of flesh and suction cups. Even if an arm is severed, it will continue to hunt, to grasp, and to see for hours. It is a ghost in the machine, a consciousness that has no center. It plans, it remembers faces, it holds grudges against specific humans for years. In lab tests, octopuses have navigated mazes, opened child-proof jars from the inside, and even recognized individual human faces, holding grudges against those who treat them poorly, and greeting friends with a gentle, curious touch. They build fortresses out of coconut shells and discarded stones. They use tools to solve problems that baffle other marine life. They are solitary geniuses in a liquid void, solving the riddles of survival while we sleep in our beds above. If there is a way out of a tank, out of a cage, or out of a predator's grip, the octopus will find the 1mm flaw in the design and exploit it. They are the ultimate escape artists of the animal kingdom. The ultimate spy. It hacks the visual spectrum. It sees with its skin. Covered in thousands of specialized cells called chromatophores, it is a living LED screen. In 200 milliseconds, faster than a human blink, it can match the color, the pattern, and even the jagged texture of a rock or a swaying piece of kelp. It doesn't just camouflage, it becomes nothing. It disappears in plain sight. It is a shapeshifter that has mastered the art of being invisible. To see an octopus is to realize that you have probably walked past hundreds of them without ever knowing they were there, watching you with eyes that see polarized light, eyes that understand the secrets of the water. But nature demands a tax on such perfection. Evolution has written a cruel bargain into its DNA, a contract signed in ink and shadow. It is called senescence, a programmed biological self-destruction. Once the eggs are laid, the mother's timer starts. Her life is no longer her own. She finds a secluded cave and hangs her eggs like braids of white pearls, thousands of tiny futures waiting to hatch. For months she will never leave them, not to find a crab, not to hunt, not even to breathe fresh water. She stays. She fans them with water to keep them oxygenated. She cleans them. She protects them from the shadows. And she starves. Her optic glands begin to flood her body with a toxic cocktail of hormones and steroids. It is a chemical execution. Her digestive system melts from the inside, her mouth seals shut. Her hunger vanishes, replaced by a frantic neurological madness. She begins to pull at her own skin. She slams her body against the rocks in a state of programmed insanity. The mind that solved puzzles and navigated mazes is now a prison of chemical fire. She is becoming a ghost before she even stops breathing. She does not die of starvation. She dies of purpose. When the body has nothing left to give, she begins to consume her own life to sustain her vigil over the eggs. Autophagy. She eats her own arms to feed the stillness. A mother dissolving in real time, frame by frame, so her children might hatch into a world she will never witness. A nine-brained genius, reduced to a hollow shell, waiting for the light of a new generation to emerge from the pearls. Think about this. If they lived longer, if the mother survived to teach her young the secrets of the deep, they might have built civilizations beneath the waves before we even learned to make fire. But evolution severed the connection. The hard drive is wiped every generation. Every octopus starts from zero. No culture, no history. Just a solitary alien that knows everything, except a future. This is Creatures of the Dark. Subscribe if you want to see what else is screaming in the silence of the abyss.